Hey, welcome back to Taking Trades. If this is your first time stopping by, my name is Jimmy, and this is my YouTube channel where I like to talk day trading, entries, exits, strategy, logic, anything related to the topic. So welcome. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and if you like the content, give me that thumbs up. So today is the 25th of February 2019, and I was green today. I took trades on two different names. I took a trade to the long side on Target, and then I took a trade to the short side on GE. So I want to show you both of those trades. I also want to hear if you've been green, well, if you were green today, or red. If you have any questions for me, let me know. If you have any comments about my trades or any strategy related to my trades, please leave it in the comments and let's jump into the trades. Hey, welcome. So let's dive into these trades. So I've got my chart up here on General Electric, and you can see that General Electric had a nice gap up. So this is previous day, and then this is today's trading. And so once that gap up happened, I had drawn some support and resistance levels based off pre-market data and also on the daily chart. And so that's where I got these two lines from. So when it started to sell off, and GE had some bad news, and that's sort of what played into this setup for today. But watching it sell off, I was waiting for a nice clean pullback where I could get short and sort of take advantage of some of this bad news from the day. So we did get this pullback right here that was real brief on this 5-minute chart, just a one candle. And I typically like to wait for two. It just didn't seem like it was enough of a pullback. So it went without me. And obviously in hindsight, it would have been nice to be part of that. I was sad that that left without me. But it came down here and bounced right on my support level that I had drawn from the pre-market data. And I got these three nice clean pullback bars. And more importantly, on the push down, you can see the volume spike on the push down. And then as we pulled back, we got these stepping off. Now this one was sort of an oddball. We had a step down and a step down, lower volume, but with this kind of odd volume spike in the middle. And that may have been sort of, I don't know, little indicating of what was to happen, and we'll kind of talk about that as this goes. But I decided to go ahead and get short 400 shares at 11.07, and you can see right on this candle here. And then what happened was we rolled over, and what I'm working on is letting the stock's price action determine when I exit the trade. So I put my stop right above the high of this candle right here. So the high on that candle right there is 11.18. So my stop would have been right at 11.19. And as we kind of rolled along, we started to push back up, but I just didn't worry or even consider jumping out because my stop was up here, everything was fine. And we just kept working along, and every now and then it would show tendencies to move to the downside, but then it would kind of come back. And I just kept holding and holding and holding, and it just kept rolling along. And finally we got this little pierce right here. That little tail pierced through the 1095 level. And I said, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take 200 off. So I did that, booked a little bit of profit. So now I'm kind of in the driver's seat again. If things were to rip against me, I would have my stop above this candle still. So it would basically be a scratch trade. And we kept trickling along, trickling along. Then we broke down here and actually broke through the 95. And this 90 level was fairly significant from the pre-market data and yesterday's data. So I was a little hesitant to think that it was going to break through 90 and keep going. So when this candle happened, we got the pierce down in here, and I was able to take my other 200 shares off on the ask at 10.90. So pretty excited about that. And then it immediately kind of bounced on me, and I thought, oh, I made the right decision. Things are perfect. And then it rolled over and broke right down and ran to the downside the whole day. So hindsight would have said to move my stop above this candle right here and take 100 shares off here and let 100 ride. And that would have gotten me up over this hump and down through here. And maybe I would have
seen this hang up, or maybe I would have gotten this slash downward, and I would have, or actually no, that's the next day. I'm sorry, I would have probably gotten out as it tapped this support level down here. But who knows? That's hindsight. So anyway, that was the trade that I had today. The only other trade that I took today was on Target, and I got stopped really quickly, so it ended pretty fast. We got this push up, pull back. This here, this doji set up on this support level. So when this candle broke this high, I went long with 400 shares and immediately got stopped out. Hindsight looking at this, you can see that this pullback candle here ended up being a big voluminous red candle, which is not what you want to see. You want to see your volume sort of diminish in the pullback. And the other thought I had about it was this pulled up only to here. So from this point to here, it really, even though this looks like a big move, it came from such a low level, and it just didn't break out beyond this point, really setting a new higher high. It was really minor. So I think if this would have been a bigger move with the pullback, this might have been a cleaner setup and may have worked for me. But anyway, so stopped out there and did well on GE. And I think I'm just kind of growing in terms of holding trades longer and allowing them to kind of fade and break down. So let me know how you guys did today. Let me know if you're green, red. Ask me any questions if you have them. And I will see you next time. Thank you.